So critics say that Botox is not that expensive, but I've spoken to 50 people who paid for the treatment, and all of them look surprised. Just thinking about it, I once lived a stone's throw away from a family who all died of mysterious head injuries.
Right.
Oh, very good.
Took a bit of time.
Yeah.
Took a bit of time, that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was saying to Carol the other day, given everything, that her underwear, is much too tight and very revealing. And she told me to wear my own. Come on. Just takes a second.
Hungry bum.
Hungry bum. Yeah.
Flashbacks to Star Slammer now.
Yeah, you know it. You know it.
These pants cost me £3.50 and I got 50 pence of them up my ass.
Yeah. And the Beastie Boys announced an up-and-coming 5-part anthology collection. You can get parts A, B, C, and D for free, but you've got to fight for your right for party. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to the Black Dog, episode 226. I'm Lee.
I'm Darren.
I'm Jim.
I'm Elton.
And this week we will be hoisting the mainsails and sailing off to the Spanish Main to talk about the movie. What's that thing again? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly. What's it?
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Ungentlemanly warfare. And we'll also see how everyone's week's been. You can tell I've already got this arse upwards. I would say let's do it again, but I fear I might lose the laughter of all the gags that I was dropping earlier on. So yeah. What do you think, David Attenborough?
Fucked.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you not think we can try again?
It's fucked.
All right, okay, we'll move on. So anyway, yes, so we'll see how everyone's week's been. We'll do a bit of feedback for last week's movie, which was On the Beach. And then we will move on to this week's movie. And yes, and then everyone will go home and keep one eye on the boundary and one eye on the pub. But before we get to that, let's see how everyone's week's been. And we'll start with you. Spiffling, yes. Let's start with you then, Jim. Jimothy, old boy. How's it been, sir?
Reasonably quiet, but that's been good in the current circumstances.
All things considered, yes definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, I actually finished my treatment last week.
Lovely.
But as I said to me, that the side effects will continue to get worse for a few weeks before they get better, and indeed they have.
Oh,
but it's not too bad. But the kind of chemo tiredness has really, really kicked in, and eating is not pleasant. It's very sensitive, but there are ways and means to deal with that. But yes, I'm flying high tonight on codeine and CBD oil.
Fucking yes.
Beautiful.
An incoherent mess later. That's why.
Later?
Not the usual reasons of just being demented.
Well, I hope you brought enough for the rest of the class there, Mr. Jim.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical grade codeine. It's much better than the chemist stuff.
I bet it is.
It's very good.
I bet it is. Okay.
You get them as a dispersible, dissolvable tablets, and they're like the size of like an old 10 pence piece.
Oh God, yeah.
You need half a pint of water to dissolve these.
And I bet they taste.
Fizz, fucking hell.
I bet they taste like absolute shit and all.
I'm not too bad actually, because I mean, like for my prevent heart conditions, I've been prescribed for a while now to take a little dispersible aspirin. It has to be dispersible. And that tastes like absolute arse. I hate that. I hate it. The codeine's not too bad. It just tastes a bit bitter.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, that's better than the fucking aspirin. Screw you, aspirin. You loser drug.
Screw you, aspirin. Your blood thinning abilities, you. Fuck off. Oh, wow.
But yes, other than that, it's been quite enjoying not having to go out and do a 2-hour round trip for 10 minutes radiotherapy every day. That's been nice.
That's good.
But other than that, not done a right lot. I mean,
No.
many naps.
No,
shall we say.
that's
Which is
perfectly
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Go on.
But I
Sorry.
did watch a rather good film, which I'm
Oh,
going to
yes.
bang the drum for,
Go on.
because having watched it, it's the kind of film that I think it should be up for major awards, but
Right.
it won't be because it's too grim.
Okay.
It's on Shudder currently, and it's called The Rule of Jenny Penn.
Ooh.
And it
Okay.
stars John Lithgow and Jeffrey Rush.
Oh my God! Yes, I've seen the trailer for this. This is the
Yes,
mad one
yeah.
with the doll. Yeah, go on. Carry
That's
on,
right,
sorry.
yeah. Basically, Jeffrey Rush plays a judge who has a stroke, ends up in a care home. It's all set in New Zealand as well, by the way.
Nice.
Excuse me. He thinks he's going to be there just a couple of weeks till he gets better. Turns out, well, strokes are a bit more difficult than that. You're going to be there a bit longer. But there's another inmate played by John Lithgow who's, shall we say, a bit withdrawn and just seems to talk through a very creepy glove puppet.
Right.
But as he discovers, after dark, there's some weird fucked up shit starts happening in that home.
Right.
Excuse me. It's a really, really dark thriller. Really it's beautifully shot. And the performances by Lithgow and Rush are just out of this world. They are Oscar-worthy stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's just so good. I mean, it is. We were still debating watching it, and we think, this bit sounds a bit grim. We might skip it, but we pulled the pin on it, and we were glad we did. But you do have to be in the mood for quite a tough watch. Because he's basically touching on themes of like elder abuse and the problems of the care home system, and weirdly, it shares a lot of themes with Bubba Hotep.
Okay.
But he's kind of the polar opposite of Bubba Hotep because there's very little funny in this at all. But it is just really, really well done, and just so brilliantly orchestrated, and sticks the landing with a very satisfying ending. But when you watch it, you go, this Lithgow and Rush should be up for big acting awards, definitely. Right. But there won't be because this is a dark thriller bordering on a horror film, and you never give things like that awards. But I mean, if you see it comes up on other streaming service, I may well pick it in the future because I think it's an excellent film. It's really well shot, very well told. The way it does a lot of show not tell, which is always good.
Yeah.
And there's lots of subtle bits where if you're watching closely, hang on. Yes, I get, yeah. Yes, I heartily recommend it. It's not an easy watch and quite off-putting when you read the synopsis, but once you get into it, you'll be that intrigued. You'll be along for the ride, as dark as it is.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. So do check that out because I think it's a film that kind of did fly in the way. I think its subject matter meant people, no, don't want to deal with the Grandpa Simpson scenario. No. About leaving relatives in care homes and walking away, not looking at that. Fuck off. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought bang the drum for it because it was an exceptionally good film.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's got me intrigued. I'll be honest with you. So cool, and that's on Shudder, you say?
It is on Shudder currently. Yes.
What was that one called again?
The Rule of Jenny Penn.
Rule of Jenny Penn. Right. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
If you've got a phobia of old school dolls, and puppets, maybe give it a swerve. Because this one will fuck you up for life.
Top watch then.
You're warning on there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we'll be sure to give that one a swerve. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Brilliant, Jim. Anything else, sir?
I think I'll leave that there.
Nah, that's fair enough. Okie dokie. Well, then we'll move on to you then, Elton. How's your week been, sir?
I'm trying to think now. Not a lot has happened, I'll be honest.
Okay, that's cool.
It's been a fairly quiet week. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I rushed in late. I was on the phone at work, and here I am. I don't know how. Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got here. Yeah, same here.
yeah. Just cool. Okay. Well, fair enough.
Yeah, just move on. I've got nothing, honestly. Nothing.
Mate, honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes you just have to move on. We can't
If anything,
always.
it'd give me time to search for a movie.
Well, it's okay because I think I've got one for you if you need help.
Okay, if I need it, then yeah, we'll deploy the secondary parachute, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
I'm just running through my list at the moment.
I was going to say, I think you might want to try and find one if you can.
Okay.
Because the one I've got literally comes out in one day, and it'll be out on Amazon. So yeah, I'm sure you'll be well happy with it.
Okay.
If I pick it. It's literally the 2CV driving behind the guys in Top Gear.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you know it. No one will be happy if this 2CV arrives.
Okay, right. I'm going to look for my Ford Mustang then.
Yeah, but anyway, right? Okay. Well, then, while Elton panics and frets and tries to save everyone's watching week. Before I arrive, Darren, how's your week been, mate?
It's been okay. Started off not so brilliant.
No,
the boiler's actually playing up, so we've got no hot water running through the taps. Not that that's such a big deal because the shower, the washing machine, and the dishwasher all kind of use their own methods to heat the water. So, and at the moment, seeing as it's really, really warm. Nobody's looking to take a hot, steamy bath. So it's a good job. If it's happening, it's a good job it's happening now. So I've got someone looking into that for me to get that fixed, get that sorted out. So there was that. Cool. And then on Saturday, went to see Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did as well.
You did as well.
Yeah, on Sunday. But yeah, go on, carry on.
You went to see it on Sunday, right? Okay, excellent. Now, personally, I fucking loved it. I really enjoyed it. I had such a fun time watching that film. It's a shorter film than another superhero film that came out recently, but I'll tell you what, it was more focused as far as I'm concerned. Much more enjoyable to watch, and I actually felt like the characters who are supposed to be a team actually worked as a team, you know, and I wasn't left wondering why this person was standing with this crowd of people over here, and when they haven't really been part of anything apart from, hey, look, this character over here is normally with this bunch of people, even though they've done fuck all during the movie. We're going to put them in this mix anyway.
Hey, everybody, this character exists.
Yes, look, see, yes.
Yep.
Hey, everybody. I'm Reed Richards.
So I loved it. I thought Ben Grimm was going to be the one that stood out for me, and that was going to be it. But no, I thought he was good. I thought Johnny Storm was good, which was a surprise. Sue Richards as well, the Invisible Woman, excellent. And I've got to say, I thought fucking Pedro Pascal nailed the role of Reed Richards. I really thought he got it.
Yeah,
he really surprised me. And just in general, just the feeling of the movie, I was automatically locked in from about 2 seconds in. I don't know what it was about the opening of it. It's nothing like the Superman opening. It was just nice, simple, normal stuff, you know?
Yeah.
This was it. And it was a normal thing that somebody was doing, and it just, I don't know. But I'm locked in for this. That's it.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, I thought Galactus looked fucking awesome as
Ralph
well.
Ralph Ineson. Yep.
Ralph
doing his
Ineson.
thing.
Exactly. And the Silver Surfer I thought was good as well. Yeah. So in general, I thought it was a really, really good film. As I say, I loved it. I came out of that feeling really happy that I'd been to see it.
Yeah.
I kept away from the internet as well as much as I could, because I
wise.
didn't want to see certain individuals what they thought of it. Because last time I saw what somebody thought of it, I didn't enjoy that film that they were that they reviewed, shall we say, or gave a little thing of, I thought that was really brilliant. And I thought, oh God, no, I'm not going to enjoy this, am I? Yep, and I was right about that about Superman. So there we go. So really, that was the cursed, no cursed reviews or anything like this.
As they say, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one and they're all full of shit. So
exactly,
just take what you want and agree with what you want and disagree with what you want. That's
indeed,
it.
indeed. Although, you know what? Watching this and enjoying it, great, excellent. I noticed, though, pretty much like Superman, there was one major bit of the trailer. There was something missing from the film. There is a bit in the trailer for Superman that's missing from the actual movie, and they cut it out, and it's like, oh, why is this person's face looking like that now? I don't understand. And pretty much it's been advertised that John Malkovich is in this film, and he's not. He's completely not in it at all.
No, he's not.
No, that's it. So it's like his character that he's supposed to play is mentioned, but it's a throwaway comment just to build some sort of history and some background.
Yeah.
And that's it. So his whole sort of his scenes were completely cut from the movie.
Yeah. But then, in fairness, he wasn't exactly being super effusive about the film either. So I think having him in it would have just caused grief.
Yeah,
Marvel were very much on damage limitation right now. So
yeah, they have to be really. They've not exactly had a brilliant track record.
No.
But I've got to say, I'm glad I went to see it, and it's the Thunderbolts before it, and now this is kind of making me feel better about watching Marvel films, because this was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
Yeah.
If this had been shit, then that would be it for me. I'm kind of done. It's like I'll wait till they come on the Disney Plus, but it's kind of, it's headed that off at the pass, so it's going to be interesting to see where they go next.
Especially after the first of the end credit scenes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Which we won't spoil for people, like everyone else on the fucking internet has. But yeah, top marks. I think I wouldn't mind seeing this in IMAX if I got to be honest.
Yeah,
with some of the
Galactus scenes early on are pretty like, I need to see this as big as possible, sort of thing.
Awesome,
yeah,
fucking awesome. Yeah. So there we go. That was that. What did you think of it, Lee?
Well, it's a game of two halves for me. The first half, right up until, without spoiling it, a chase, an interstellar chase. Everything up until including that point, I was like, this is good. This is solid. This is charming. It's not doing that thing which is winding me up enormously, which is a moment of emotion. Oh no, we must have a gag. Quick, please insert a gag in case anyone feels anything other than just kind of levity. And they kept it reined in. I thought the aesthetic was really good. That 60s space race aesthetic, the mad innocence of it all, which felt very Jack Kirby, early sort of Jack Kirby, Ditko, Stan Lee era of comics, where you could have a superhero suddenly go, I know, I'm going to phone the entire planet. Hello, everyone on the planet, please do this. And it's just like, and everyone goes, yes, the Fantastic Four asked us to do this, we will do this. And it's all very innocent and chummy and bright and breezy, and I really appreciate that. It kind of dipped in the finale and the second half of the film because it became a bit more sort of standard and rote for, standard superhero movies. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that there's a low ebb and then suddenly everything perks up and then we have a bangy, crashy, smashy fight, and then the film ends. So the second half was a little bit weaker for me. But the first half, the world building and the general tone of it all, I thought, there you go. There's a Jack Kirby film right there. You know, it's like every frame, all, you know, just visually sticking things like the opening frames of, you know, the opening covers of the Fantastic Four. The first cover in there is a sort of visual gag in a flashback, and you know, stuff like that. References to really crazy out there kind of mad shit. And I thought, yeah, okay. You know, it's not blown me socks off. It's not done, you know, it's not done an End Game. It's not done like Winter Soldier or, you know, the original Iron Man, where you sit there and go, that I have not seen. I have never seen this sort of thing before. Thank you very much. We are not in the black leather, no. Take everything seriously, darkness, no parents, superheroes. No. So it didn't do that. But if you were to put this somewhere in the early Marvel canon, I wouldn't have said it stood out. I would have gone, yeah, this is kind of that mid-level quality where you watch it, you enjoy it, you come away and you think, if that's on again, I might watch that. That'd be good fun. But you don't come away thinking like I did with Captain America, Brave New Plastic Red Hulk, and just go, oh, fuck me. Get on with it. Finish. Which is what I did. I fucking hated Brave New World. I really did. And so for me, it's not like everyone's back on an even keel. I'm not sitting there going, oh, yes, I'm going to watch every superhero movie ever existing. But I'm literally in this position now of going, that was actually quite good. You've done well. And that was charming and fun. And the action was good. And there was some novel visual effects, which actually had time to be finished. I will say that as well, which I do appreciate. Because there was a couple of times where I thought, oh, if this doesn't work out right, this is going to look like dog shit. And sure enough, it didn't. It was like, oh, that could have looked really ropey. Especially like the Silver Surfer, where visual effects people just think, I know what I'll do. I'll just wrap a reflection map around this person so it just looks like basically a mirror in a shape of a blob. Yay, we'll call it a day. Everyone go home. We don't have to do any details. So when Julie Garner turns up, sort of giving it the I herald your beginning, I herald your end, you know, no sort of thing. Yeah. I was thinking, ooh, this is good. This is nicely done. So, yeah, overall, I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I liked Superman, but that's just personal preference. I thought Superman was too messy, and we've done that. But no, it's not a film I would immediately say to everyone, just run out and see. It's not like a must-go see. But I think anyone who's got any passing interest in Fantastic Four could do well watching this film and just at least say, we got at least 1 out of 5. We had 5 films and one's finally here. So, it's not Fan 4 Stick, and it's not 2 films of Owen Griffith and fucking Chris Evans going around just gabbing on, and it's not that one with David Hyde Pierce or whatever his name is, David Hyde White, kind of with a drain pipe hand with a glove on it. So, you know, all in all, it's the first time you've gone, So, if nothing else, I thought it was good. I thought it was good fun. It didn't blow me socks off, but it was good fun, and I didn't regret going to see it. Well, I say that, but I did have one guy who was sitting with his 2 young kids right beside me, and he was the Wikipedia of Marvel, explaining every single fucking thing to his kids. And while I was quite okay with that, because I knew what was coming with certain characters and certain events and certain things, there were a couple of people in front of us who clearly didn't, and they weren't appreciating it. And then he basically said something about a major spoiler character, who I will not reveal. And I just turned around to him and I looked across his kid and I just went, shut up. And he looked at me like I told him like one of his kids had shit in the bed or something. He just went, ooh. Just stop fucking talking, mate. Yeah, you've read comics. So have I. Do you want me to ruin this for you before you even seen it? I can do it for you if I like.
If I have to make a confession, I took Maria to see it, and I said to her, "Look, I said I'm not going to turn to you every 2 seconds when somebody walks on screen and goes, now see this man over here. He put a bun on his head in the comic once, and what it did was it caused a cataclysmic explosion within the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And this one here, over here, he wore a T-shirt while he was riding a bike."
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's exactly what I was getting in one ear. I was literally getting fucking the Marvel wiki right in my ear. And like I say, if it wasn't for the fact I already knew this stuff, I would have been sitting there literally about to throttle the guy.
Yeah.
But hey ho, there you go. One of those things. Anything else, sir?
Yes. Went and saw my granddaughter on the weekend. We all went out to a place called yes, who will be Grandad for a second time in September. So there we go. Yes. So there you go. Yeah, we went to the West Lodge Rural Centre, which is basically like a petting farm. You take the kids there, and there's like goats and all kinds of other things, pigs and whatever. Yeah, lots of goats, lots of goats.
Lots of goats.
Yeah, had a bit of a freaky moment though, because you can buy bags of food that you can feed to just about any animal within the place. They say, right, don't feed it to the donkeys, don't feed it to this, and don't feed it to that. But you can feed any other animal you like, right? They'll love it, honestly. Trust me on this. So we're going around looking at all these different animals. Yeah. And there's this like pen full of chickens, right?
Yeah.
And what happened was, I walked up to the window, and all of a sudden they just fucking turned, looked at me, and all just fucking ran towards me. And it's like, what the fuck?
You know why? It's the word gets out. See, the word gets out on the psychic network. You're an inhabitant of the KFC, and they've taken against you. You see, on the chicken grapevine.
And they stopped and they just stood there staring at me. All of them. They were like, it was like 10 to 15 chickens all stood there just like stare.
They do recognise their own, though. Let's be honest.
I think it's supposed, or they're trying the old hypnosis trick. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You walked into that pen, and they all went. Oh, look, there's a big cock.
Yes.
It's
Very
like
funny.
In Ice Age 2 when all the sloths see Sid and start bowing to him. And he goes, and they all go,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. On the diggy wow wow, on the diggy wow wow. Yeah.
Darren just went,
I
and it was
understood
just
that reference.
Nice.
So the chickens are all there, staring at you as one, chewing gum, making remarks like, "Oh, you want to ask how we cross a road, eh? Hey, why we cross a road?
Go on, ask us. Go on, do it.
You think that's funny? What am I? Yeah. What, you just a chicken to you? Huh? Fuck you." Sorry, lapsed into good feathers there.
Good feathers.
Oh. God, were you just building up? Have you been waiting to use that on someone?
Well, I had a word with those chickens and arranged this whole thing with my dark
you did,
powers.
You were there. I know what. I'm going to set up a dad joke for Tuesday. Indeed. Here he comes. Right. So you just rush towards him. All right. That's all you got to do. Thank you, my evil minions. I tell you, there's nothing freakier than a chicken with a switchblade. But anyway.
Are you just saying this to give Martin Thompson something to look up on AI?
Oh, yeah. Deal with it, Thompson. There we go.
Chicken with a switchblade.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Here we come. Really good day. It's really, really good to sort of like hang around with you, Hannah. It really was. I almost got myself stuck in this. They've got like this big wooden castle type thing that kids can go in and climb around. It's got slides coming off of it, and I had to help her get up inside part of it, and I almost got stuck coming out. I thought, oh God, this is it. How am I going to get down from this? I managed it in the end, but it was just like,
this is my home now.
This is where I live. This is where I live. This is my kingdom. I am the king now. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
So, but no, in general, really, really good day. Really, really good place as well. Just lots of animals to see, lots of plays, lots of things to do. I think we spent about 3 or 4 hours in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, must have been that. So, So, really, really good day. Really good day.
Nice. Cool. Excellent. Anything else, sir?
No, that's about it.
Okay.
That I can think of. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, I mean, my week's been pretty uneventful, to be honest. I say uneventful. I went to see Fantastic Four, which obviously we've just talked about. I have watched the first episode of that new premium show on Amazon Prime, The Assassin, with Keely Hawes. Have you seen anything of this?
No, I've not.
It's really hard to get a grasp on it. We've literally only watched like the first episode, and it's really weird. Basically, a female assassin does a job, decides she's retired, cuts to 30 years later. Her son has come to see her on this island, this Greek island where she's retired. Mm-hmm. Just as she gets given another job to take out someone, but she's not in any fit state. All she does is just sleep and drink and piss everyone off in the local town. And then basically, she gets asked to do a job. She goes to do a job and figures out she's been set up. And then another assassin turns up, starts killing everyone in the town. She makes a run for it, and the episode ends. And so it's a little hard to kind of work out exactly what the fuck is going on right now. But it's okay. It's passable. I mean, it's no John Wick. I'll be honest with you,
right?
Because the action is that sort of action where you've got a 50, 60-year-old woman on a moped driving through Greek villages, and it's like, I know if we put the camera really close to the wheel of the moped, it'll look like they're going really fast, and it's that kind of thing where you're going, okay, it's we couldn't afford a stuntman or a faster moped for this particular scene, could we? So it feels a bit TV movie kind of level of stuff, but but so far it's early doors. So we'll find out, and I'll report back in a week or two when we've watched it properly. But it's only just appeared on Amazon, so it's worth a look. What else? Oh, I started watching. Bring Her Back. Which is a film. Yes, and it got a little intense, so I stopped. So we'll try again. Yes.
Fucking hell.
So I will. Did you see that, Lee?
Well, actually, it was a over there.
Over there, was it?
Yeah, I saw it.
I really must go there. I really must go over there.
Yes, it was over there. Yes, but yes, it starts off being all sort of slightly creepy and slightly odd, and I won't go into the plot because I have only literally seen like the first 30 minutes, and then I was just like, Oh no! Oh, I need to be in a better frame of mind for this shit. so I made my excuses. I doffed my cap to the projectionist, and I said, "Good day, sir. Is this ticket good for next time?" And they said, "Yes. You
Yes,
may
of
come
course
back.
it is.
You may come back to cinema equidistant anytime you feel like." And so I set off. But yes, it's yes. I again, I will report back next week when I watch it during the day.
10 o'clock in the morning on a bright sunny day. Actually, I'm going to watch this in a garden. That's what I'm going to do. Yes.
After mainlining Teletubbies.
Yes.
No, so yeah, it's from the same people who did Talk to Me,
All right.
which should give you an idea of where we're going.
Yep.
So
That's the one with the hand, isn't it?
yes,
That is indeed.
that's right. Well, this is that lovely Mrs. Brown from the Paddington movies, except maybe she's a little cracked. That's
Right.
She's not quite. Yeah, maybe all those years of Paddington sliding down banisters and filling a house full of water have caused her to have a bit of an episode. I haven't quite got to the rest of the plot, but
Well, that was so bad that she changed her whole appearance in Paddington 3 as well. So it must have been
Wow.
very stressful.
well, nobody wants to talk about it. But
She had a cold.
Mr. Brown swapped her out for a new model. Let's be honest. Yeah, we're just dancing around the obvious.
Dumped it down the back of the bins. That's it. Get a new one in.
Mr.
Exactly.
Brown is punching, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. The man's above his weight by quite a chalk. Anyway, so yeah, I that's that. And lastly, yes, went to Katie's graduation.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, she graduated 2-1 with anthropology, and I can't even spell anthropology, so I have no idea. And yes, she did the whole thing. It was very cool. We sat in Canterbury Cathedral for what felt like forever. I mean, they don't fucking dust these fucking cathedrals, man. Seriously. I don't know.
I warned ya.
Fucking mess. Absolute mess. I would have a word. I would have a word for sure. But what was even worse? What was even worse was they had cameras all over it, and they were streaming on YouTube the actual event.
Yep.
Right.
And so my mum was at home watching the event through YouTube and sending me text messages. And Lisa was sitting with us, and she was looking at like the brochure and the documents they give you as you walk in, like this leaflet and stuff.
Yeah.
And Katie turns up, and she, shakes hands, and she gets her diploma and all this kind of thing, and wanders off. Mm-hmm. At which point, Lisa turns around and goes, "There's another 295 people to go." Fuck. And it's like, oh shit. So while it wasn't dusty, it was dusty. The dust soon cleared up, and what actually happened was my arse went numb because I was sitting on a cathedral pew for the better part of 2.5 hours.
Really? That long?
Yeah. It was really long. And yeah, well, let's put it this way: the event started at 2. We didn't get out once everyone had their thing. We'd had this guy chat, do a speech, some famous guy on BBC TV who does animal programs about cats or whatever. What's it called?
Don't
David?
remember his name.
Was it called David?
It's fucked.
No, it wasn't called that. But anyway, yeah, he someone referred to him as the Cat Man, which immediately made me think like going, "It's the Scat Man." Beep, bop, 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 bop.
And that was it. You could not get that out of your head.
I could not get that out of my head afterwards. Yeah, it's a Scat Man. And and so yeah, by the time we got out, I mean, it was close to sort of 4:45 to be honest.
Crikey.
Blimey.
And then we went, had something to eat, and then by the time we'd done that, and both Carol and Katie's boyfriend had managed to scam some celebratory proseccos out of the restaurant. Because the restaurant had this kind of graduation thing that said, graduation menu, and it was like set menus for students and stuff like this. So, and one of the things on it said a free prosecco for anyone who basically graduated. And Katie's boyfriend graduated the day before, but being the cool dude he was, he went straight from work, ran straight home, got changed into a suit, came over to see her once we got out of the graduation, and that was that. But as soon as he came into the restaurant, and Katie's like graduated, so she gets the prosecco, lovely, and then all of a sudden, like, it's like he's standing there right beside her, and they went, "Oh, there's a prosecco for you on the house," and Carol went, "Oh, I'd like to order from the graduation menu something," and they went, "Oh, so," and they acted like they thought she was a mature student, so they gave her a prosecco as well. He's like, "Oh, right, everyone's
Top
fucking
banana.
graduated. Yeah, everyone's graduated except for me." So that was good.
What? No, you should have.
Well, I couldn't.
Someone
have done. I was
asks you if you
driving.
graduated, you say yes.
Well, I got an MA by accident. I got one. I don't know how I qualify for anything anymore. I didn't even write in to get an MA, and I got one. So that's me. I'm fucking well qualified. Me, I'm actually official.
Superb.
Yeah, did you know that I got an MA? Wow. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, it's a bit like when.
What's that stand for?
MA, I think, isn't it a Master of Arts?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have it.
I'm glad you said arts.
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
One letter difference could be very different indeed.
Yeah, no, because the thing was, everyone, because the girls are really disgusted at this. There you go. It's an MA, Master of Arts, postgraduate degree focused on humanities, sciences, or arts. Typically takes 1 or 2 years to complete. So when I went to Escape Studios just after Cartoon folded, and I took some of my redundancy, and I went and did like 6 months at fucking Escape Studios or whatever it was, just to sharpen up my VFX skills. I did it, and when I passed, I got the sort of little degree thing and everything saying you passed and everything. Just as I did that, Pearson College bought up Escape Studios and immediately converted that course into an MA.
Oh.
So I later got told through the alumni website that I had an MA.
No.
I'm like, I have? Well, that's lovely. And I haven't done a degree. I never even went to university.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've gone straight from O levels to an MA.
Maybe you did go to university, but you were so bombed out of your head going to parties, drinking, drugs, and all that lot that you just don't remember it.
You went to university equidistant.
I did.
Yes,
I did go to university equidistant. Yeah. So I qualified without qualifying. I don't ask me. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm fucking official.
I'm the Master of Arts.
I am a Master of Arts. Yeah, like fucking Doctor Strange, the Master of the Dark Arts. Woo.
Yes.
Hoary Hegs of Hoggoth, or whatever the fuck it is, he says.
I know. Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu, and all of a shit you ain't never heard of.
So, yeah. So, now, yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, right. So, that's that. And that, so, yeah. So we stayed there, and by the time we got out of the restaurant and I drove all the way back from Canterbury, it was like fucking 9:45.
Wow.
So yeah,
full day then.
Full day. Yep. Yes, exactly. But there you go. That's about it really for me. Yeah. Not really a lot else going on at the moment. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Anyway, so we'll go on to some feedback. the feedback was for the episode we just did last week, which was on the beach, which again has nothing to do with Chris Rea and everything to do with Gregory Peck getting his end away and then sodding off in a submarine going, "Oh, yes, I've got to go where my men go. Bye, everyone." But anyway, silence was the stern reply. But anyway, yes, so we had some feedback on the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/the Black Dog Podcast. And first one came from Ian Spaceship Stead, who said, "One minor point. The Tsar bomb is a city killer," because we mentioned about bombs and what bombs had dropped. Whereas a cobalt bomb is an enhanced radiation fallout bomb designed just to kill people. Because if you remember, we couldn't work out what had actually happened. And I said that in the novel, it was cobalt bombs. And then we kind of rolled on into, maybe it was a Tsar bomb and all this sort of thing. Anyway, so Ian continues. A rather insidious doomsday weapon, same things in Doctor Strangelove. It would contaminate large areas for a long time, also known as a salted bomb, as it would salt the earth. Nice, eh? Fortunately, none were ever built. It's just a concept, or at least that's what they say. Conspiracy theory. I guess this implies that cobalt bombs that cause lethal clouds of radiation are covering the planet. One sobering thought, from what I remember, the lethal clouds would not cover the entire planet, so there would be maybe hope of survivors. However, at the time of the book, the concept of nuclear winter was not known, and to wipe out all life, you have to pretty much nuke everywhere. Anyhow, if you want to know more about the happy fact, listen to the Atomic Hobo podcast. Sorry. She's just done a bit about suicide in nuclear war. And it used to have a dog called Tsar Bomber. Oh, she's cheerful.
Wow.
Keep it up and thank the atomic gods. Next week's movie is happier, or at least as daft as a brush, as I recall. Apologies for the length. Don't apologise. Yeah, that's cheerful. So, Atomic Hobo. She can tell you all about how the many ways to die due to radiation poisoning.
Okay, I shall download that now.
We also got some feedback from Teresa Burnside. No idea who she is. However, she wrote in to say, Jim forgot to mention that on Tuesday, when he was at the hospital for chemo, and I was in the meetings all morning, Tallulah, the dog, decided to take herself for a walk by getting out the back gate and walking down the road. Thankfully, some people found her and were herding her back down the road when they were confronted by a gibbering mess, brackets, me, who took her home. Last week, totally sucked donkey balls.
Yep.
Yes. So I said, yes, it does indeed suck donkey balls, but at least some kind, caring people brought the hairy trouble back. And Tallulah. Anyway, there wasn't much else on the beach apart from me being absolutely coated by everyone at the time, telling me that why on earth would I bring down the entire mood of the country by putting that on putting it on the docket. Hold on, such things such as Andy Pelestides leaving me a gift that just had Terry Crews going, "Why?" That was about it, really. Jeffrey Mark Hyman asking me if Looney Tunes DVDs were my second favorite thing. I think that's because of the cheerfulness of the thing. And someone called Darren Barnard going, "Trust me, Andy, I've told him to go into his room and think about what he's done." Don't know who that Darren Barnard is, but he sounds a bit of a dick, to be honest.
I know. I heard he's a really handsome chap, actually. But there you
really?
Go.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Shows how wrong the internet is. Right. Well, we'll leave it there. So if anybody has any other feedback, do send it in to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or alternatively, jump on the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/the Black Dog Podcast, or you can go over to Blue Sky. And if you've been approved by the adult verification system show your face to Keir Starmer so he can watch you beat off to, I don't know, Pornhub or something. If you verified yourself on Blue Sky, you can send me a DM. Because apparently you can't use that anymore, just in case someone says something rude like boobies on DM.
Really?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What a bag of old bollocks.
Bag of old bollocks. I have so many thoughts about that fucking system. But I'll tell you one thing. If anybody happens to be in possession of a copy of Death Stranding 2 on the beach, go into photo mode. Take a photo mode, send the camera around to the front of Norman Reedus' face. Then what you do is you just take a snapshot of that with your webcam, and you'll be straight through on Yotai before you know it. And you will be fully, absolutely, 100% a grown adult. So there you go. How many thousand people look like Norman Reedus in the UK now, I wonder?
Quite a few, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing quite a few. I could neither confirm nor deny whether or not I look like Norman Reedus right now. But hey ho, it's surprising how many people do. Moving on, look over there. There's a monkey. By the way, before I go, did anybody look at the trailer for fucking Avatar: Fire and Ash?
No.
I saw it a little while ago.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I honestly thought they were re-releasing the last one.
I think that's what it did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just swap out some textures. Hey, it's Waterworld. Hey, Fire and Ash.
No. It's
next one. Avatar, chips and gravy.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We've had grass. We've had water. Now we've got fire. So the next one will be what? Deep space? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care, to be honest.
Egg
I saw
chips.
Egg and chips. Avatar, upsy daisy.
Spam and beans.
Yeah. Cheese and peas.
Smack and crack.
Yeah, it's better than milk. Anyway, yeah, I've got no thoughts on it really. It's just I saw it at the Fantastic Four screening, and I just thought, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh, they're evil Na'vi now. How do we know? Because they're wearing red. Bad people always wear red. The end.
Really?
Yeah, and they live near the fire world.
Of course
Actually,
they do.
Yes, of course they do. maybe the next one will be Avatar Wind and Guff or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, if anybody's got any thoughts on that or anything else, you know how to get in contact with us, and we will read it out next week. Right, let's just roll the jingle, and when we come back, Watto, old Ginger, Toffee, Oldie and Goldie and Oldie Boy and Jeffy will all head on board the boat, and we will take down the fritzy boaty thing with lots of bombs and ultra violence as we watch the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Roll the jingle. You know what to do. Right. So, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is the unwieldy title for a 2024 action comedy war film, directed and co-written and produced by Guy Ritchie. Geezer. And it's starring Henry Cavill, Isa or Eliza? Isa Gonzalez, Alan Richardson, a.k.a. Reacher, a.k.a. Sock Full of Walnuts, Henry Golding, Alex Pettifer, and is based on the 2014 book Churchill's Secret Warriors, the explosive true story of the Special Forces desperados of World War II by Damian Lewis. Yes, that one.
Really? Really? Damian Lewis?
Oh, actually, no, it's not. I'm joking.
Okay.
It's not. It's Damian Gavin Lewis, a British author. The film portrays a heavily fictionalized version of the roles played by Winston Churchill's special operations executive in the Operation Postmaster operation. Can I say operations anymore? Operation, the Mad Doctor's game from MB. It was released, it was premiered in the cinema briefly April 13th, 2024 in New York, and was released in the United States April 19th, 2024 for about a week. And then it disappeared off to the wonderful realms of Amazon Prime, where it has stayed forevermore. All of which means we have no idea what the box office is. However, it had a budget of $60 million. How much did it make in the imaginary box office of our minds, Jim?
It made 3 million, one of them coats.
Nice, yeah. How much did it make, Elton? Elton has vanished. It's Elton's turn. It's Elton's turn to go tits up. Hurrah! Well, while we wait for him to return, Mr. Barnard, how much did it make at the box office? It's all gone Pete Tong.
It has. I think it made 14 million stiff upper lips and an arrow through the ball sack.
Nice. And I'm just going to pause it here while we wait for Mr. Elton to return to the office. Hold on. Has he come back? No? Yes? No, he's still... User experiencing some connection issues. No, he's connected now. Are you there, Elton? Elton?
I think so. Why me now?
I don't know. Today is your day for the technological fuck-ups.
Did you pass your age verification? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not put the Norman Reedus from Death Stranding 2 face on?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, good Lord. Elton's feeling frustrated. He has not had porn for at least 3 days. So we were doing the box office, Elton.
Sorry.
That's okay. We've had 3 million. I'd like those coats. We've had at least one arrow to the ball sack.
Right.
And
how much do you?
2 million stiff upper lips.
And 2 million stiff upper lips. How much do you reckon it made in the imaginary box office of our mind, Elton?
A fabulous moustache and 2 bleeding nipples.
Nice. Nice. Well, you know what? You're all completely and utterly wrong, because what it actually made was 1 big sausage, cabbage, and black bread. Thank you very much. That's what it made.
Announced loudly. Yeah.
Announced loudly. Yes. Down the train carriage. So, yeah, let's go around the table. We won't do any spoilers. I'm keeping an eye on the connections here. Elton, what did we think of this movie?
I enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I enjoy it as much as I want to enjoy it, though.
Interesting.
It has everything that I want from a movie. I don't mind Guy Ritchie. A lot of his movies I get along with as well. Mm-hmm. It has a great cast. It has a good subject matter. But there's just something that I feel the cast are having more fun than I am.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is great. I think that's brilliant. I think Henry Cavill is brilliant in this. Alan Richardson, they're all really good in this. But I don't know. There's just something not as good as what I was hoping it would be. It wants to be Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, doesn't it?
So much.
Doesn't it?
But that's fine. I get it. But to the point where they actually use something from Inglourious Bastards and use their own twist on it. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that later on.
Yeah.
It's thumbs up from me. It is fun. I think I'm going to have more fun talking about it with you guys than rewatching it.
Yeah.
So I was a bit nervous about rewatching this and seeing if I would enjoy it or not. And I do, but I'm reserved.
Okay. That's cool. Over to you then, Jim. What did you think?
Again, this is a second watch for me. I really enjoyed this a second time.
Yeah.
I think I actually enjoyed it more the second time.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think because basically I knew what I was going into. Whereas the first time, especially because it's Guy Ritchie, you never know which way he's going to jump. Is he going to be doing something serious? He's going to be Cockney's take on the Nazis?
Yep.
You never quite know, which is not a bad thing to be in a director. But I think second time around, so knowing kind of this is basically the World War II film I wanted when I was 9 or 10 and reading Warlord and Action and
Commando
Battle and Commando.
Yeah.
This is the war film I wanted to see because it's basically not like the Battleship Rat Pack.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of ne'er-do-wells just killing Nazis.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots.
And going in knowing that, it was kind of like, oh, yes, Sunday night, yes, settle back, enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Lots of daka aye across
Absolutely.
across the front. Yeah.
English White Hunt.
Yeah.
Says,
take that,
you will
Fritz.
die, British a pig. All those great stock lines with every fucking issue.
Yeah. He's knocked his helmet off. Take that, Fritz. Daka. Yeah. Okay. Over to you then, Dal. What about you? What did you think?
Oh, I really enjoyed this film. I had so much fun with this. And I think it's whenever any English characters start speaking to one another, that's the most fun I've... I fucking loved it. It was great. You look familiar. Yes. That whole bit there. Yes. Fantastic. Lovely. Wonderful. It's just a big boy's own adventure. The whole thing.
Yes.
Nothing to be taken seriously at all. And I think Henry Cavill is absolutely brilliant in this. I think the combination of him and Guy Ritchie together, I enjoyed him in Man from U.N.C.L.E. as well, which was also made by Guy Ritchie. I think, those two work well together.
Yeah.
I really do. And I think he's absolutely brilliant in this. And I've now trying to grow my moustache like his one. I want that. I want that. I want the bearded moustache like that. I want one of those coats. Really must get one of those coats.
I really like that coat.
Yeah. So for me, the characters in this make this the whole interchange between the lot of them. It's just great. It's the overwhelming confidence that Cavill's character has, and that he knows they can do this, and the rest of them all follow him, and that's it. They don't really question it, apart from one tiny bit in the film. But they don't really question, his orders. They just get on with it and do it because, well, they know because he's the man that knows how to get stuff done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, is that a hard lesson to avoid avoidance of doubt?
Oh yeah, oh man, Alan Ritchson in this, fucking brilliant. I love that bit where they. We'll talk about that in a minute.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Okay, well, I think I sit somewhere in between you guys, Jim, Darren, and you, Elton, because this is my second time watching it. I watched it when it first hit Prime, and if I'm honest, I wasn't watching it really as much as Carol was.
I'll bet.
That's all I'm saying.
On the edge of her seat, was she?
You could say that. And I think it's safe to say that when you look on the film's review page on Letterboxd, you get reviews like it has to be studied how hot this cast of this movie is. 5 stars. What was it? Was it one of the worst Winston Churchill performances ever put to screen? But at least everyone else was distractingly hot. 5 stars. Was it? 5 stars. That magnificent son of a bitch did it. He created a film with a hotter, gayer Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. Henry Cavill's having the time of his life. 5 stars. Henry Cavill's having the time of his life. So am I. I'm here for this. Hot men killing Nazis. What's not to love? Yeah. Yeah. Superman and Reacher can tag team me anytime. 5 stars. I mean, I feel like there's a, you know, oh dear. This is a 5 stars. This is a film you can watch with the sound off. Oh yes. I think we know where the. I mean, I think it's just, you know, if you're a gay gentleman, if you're a gay gentleman or a woman looking for some eye candy, this clearly is the movie for you. And interestingly, on the Facebook group, we did also have Michael Belly Stapler Cornett say that he did have a lot of fun watching this movie. I bet he did as well. Yes. Anyway, so for me, I think it's enjoyable when it's not taking itself seriously, and it doesn't take itself seriously for a lot of the film. The problem is there is too much of it which feels like it's trying to crib. It's doing, as you say, Elton, it's kind of doing, do copy my homework but make it look slightly different in Glorious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Which is fine if that's what you're after and that's the fun you have with it. That's cool. And there's a lot of that kind of early 60s sort of war movie, Dirty Dozen, Daring Do. What, chap? Oh, looks like you've been shot. Yes, so I have, and my arm's fallen off too. Well, never mind. Patch you back up and we'll get on the tank and we'll kill everyone. Yes.
Couldn't unplug me, could you? Battery's still on.
Yeah. You okay, Apple, old boy?
It's just the battery just humming away.
So yeah,
fucking British. It's just lovely.
It's exactly. It's got this real idealized, highly stylized sort of piss take version of what World War II was.
Yep.
And and that's fine. If that's what you're after, this film fills that admirably. But if you've seen Inglourious Basterds, you're kind of halfway already there anyway. And that's the only thing. It has these kind of vibes of, yeah, this is good. However, I might have already seen this before. Yeah, like Michael Fassbender putting the fingers up wrong, you know, kind of, oh, do you mind if I have a drink first, old boy? So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more the second time round, a bit like you, Jim. However, the sillier elements still make me just think, okay, I kind of fall down on what mood I'm in. If I'm in for a silly action film, this is fine. If I want to watch a war film and I've just watched, I don't know, fucking Sisu, it's in that Sisu realm of kind of how stupid can we go? How far can we get away with? And it doesn't quite go far enough. Does that make sense? It's like Inglourious Basterds, you can burn down the entire cinema full of Nazis, be as silly as you like, but the blood and gore and everything is right up there on screen. So you're like, yeah, fucking get on with it.
There's an undertone on Inglourious Basterds, though. There is a stripe of absolute pure evil through that.
Yeah. Whereas in this, it is, as you say, Jim, it's a very sort of commando, you know, battle, 2000 AD, early 2000 AD against the Volks. Lots of that.
And there's lots of old kind of... The other thing it reminds me of, weirdly, is the late 90s game Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes.
Like in that game, nearly every level was like kind of mimicking a classic trope from a war movie. So you had like war on a cable car.
Mm-hmm.
Another breaking into a prison, another breaking out of a prison camp. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And this film reminds me of that because it is kind of lots of war films' greatest hits.
Yeah,
sort of vibe to it of kind of like the music is very kind of late 60s, early 70s, kind of the heyday of the kind of the more interesting war films.
Yeah.
And there's lots of Kelly's Heroes and The Dirty Dozen and Force 10 from Navarone and all, all these.
Yeah.
There's a whole subgenre of this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it is kind of I like any of these homages. It's all like vaguely familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just like when you start hearing like the theme tune to Dirty Harry playing over the top of it, you're sort of like, okay.
Well, so that's the only bit of other than some like played bits of music, the kind of music in the scene. That's the only bit of the score which comes from another film.
Yeah.
And I think what happened there is they had that as a bit of placeholder music. And at the end, it's like, you know what? We just cannot fucking top fucking Lauro Schifrin as Alan Richardson knives 30 dozen Nazis to death just walking through a door.
Yeah, exactly. So,
hello. I know that was weird. The first time I watched it, I was like, isn't that from Dirty Harry?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, right. Okay. Well, I don't think there's an awful lot you can spoil with this film. It feels like one of those films that as soon as you see it, you know how this is going to play out. But well, for the absence of doubt, what I will do is I will run what generally passes for a spoiler zone thing, because why the fuck not? And then we'll be into the talking about the film in a little bit more detail. Hold on, here we go.
Danger. The emergency destruct system is now activating.
Shut up, Wesley.
Ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes.
Shut up,
The
Wesley.
option to override automatic detonation expires in T-minus 5 minutes.
Shut up, Wesley.
Yes. Anyway, here we are on the other side of the spoiler zone. So if you haven't seen this film and you've heard our general thoughts, you know whether or not you want to watch it or not. If you've never seen a war film in your entire life, you will have no idea what you're getting yourself into. If you've seen any war film between here and 1945, I think you'll know how this will play out. Generally speaking. Yep. So okay then, let's get a little bit further into it. So it is big and mad and crazy. And Jim, you were saying it's big and it's cartoony and it's silly. Was that what? I mean, I know that's what you were after once you'd seen it, but the first time you watched it, was this really? I mean, how did you react to this? Because it's one of those films where you kind of go, "What?" after about 10 seconds.
I think after that first scene, it was kind of, all right, let's see where you go with this then, shall we?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be one of the good Guy Ritchie films. Let's see what you do with it. Go on then.
Yeah.
So I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised, but it took me a while to get into the rhythm of it because it's kind of that weird. It is very funny.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
It's kind of. It's like it's a genre you don't see done very often these days, but it's the caper movie, which is all in the 60s and the 70s. They have that kind of, there's a lot of jaunty humour and a big action orientated plot.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily a comedy that is funny.
Yeah.
And I think when the penny dropped, that's the kind of music that's the kind of movie film it is as well, of course.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. We're in Kelly's Heroes territory where, you know what I mean, of excuse me. Yeah, so it took a while to get into the rhythm first time. Second time round, there was kind of, I know I've signed up for. Bring it on.
Yeah. Okay. What about you then, Dal? Because I mean, this is your second time watching. And you actually picked it the second time, so you were up for watching it like as fast as possible by the sound of things.
Yes, I was. When I watched it last time, I got interrupted a couple of times by stuff, but I mean, what I saw of it, I really, really enjoyed. It just seemed like, now this is my kind of silly. This whole thing, this heroes are heroes and stuff like this. We're all British and we can do this. Yes, we can. And there won't be anybody losing their shit over anything. No, we'll all be stiff upper lips. Yes, we shall. Ha ha. Huzzah. And it's just, I mean, it's as soon as the thing that really, really sealed it was just Cavill turning up and that whole opening sequence when he's in with Winston Churchill, and it's would you like a cup of tea? And he goes over and he looks over and he starts eyeing the whiskey and stuff like this. As that, and then he's like points at the cigars. He said, "Can I take a cigar?" And he starts taking those and stuffing them in his pockets, stuff like this. And then it's even the bit where he's like he picks up the matchbox, puts it in his pocket, and then as Ian Fleming is kind of doing his thing, just swaps his posh lighter for the packet. And it's just the cheeky bastard stuff he does. Even the bit when he walks out and he offers the guards outside a cigar and they go to reach for it and he pulls it away and laughs at them and turns around and walks off. It's like, yeah, I'm down for this. This is great. I love his character already. I think this is going to be a fine adventure. But yeah, even the opening bit on the boat, I love that as well.
Yeah,
the whole, I don't know. It's just, it's a very satisfying scene that where he manages to lay off all the German soldiers, and they both go to town.
Okay,
on them. I love it. It was great. It's silly enough, and the whole thing about so did you plant the bomb? Yes. Oh, don't worry, it'll be going off in a minute.
Freddie,
Freddie, are you sure you planted the bomb? Yep, any minute now. Fuck yes. I love the bit when they're on the boat, they're watching, they're aiming their cannons at us. They're getting closer. They'll find their mark soon.
Frederick.
Frederick.
Well, should we be worried?
As he empties water out of his shoe.
Yeah.
It's just silly things like that. And like getting when they do the raid, they finally do the big raid right at the end when they're trying to steal the boats, and it's the bit where Cavill and the other guys walking around dressed as German officer, or he's the officer, and you got to think you're dressed as a soldier, and he's like, "No, hold on a minute, hold on, don't do anything just yet." And there's 3 German soldiers by a car, and they see him, and they all stand up, and he goes, "Hello, my little butterflies." They're like, "What?" And then they let rip with the guns, and then they look at each other and sort of like tilt back and laugh. It's like fucking brilliant. And was it Alan Ritchson on the boat as well, right? Where you got the 2 guys who are trying to, have gone onto the Duchess first, and he's come the other way, and then they look through the porthole into the other thing, and he's hacking the shit out of these blokes with the axe, and then he stops, sees him, and sort of like waves at them with the axe. We're like, "Oh hi, hello." I fucking it's great. I love it. Brilliant. It made me laugh all the way through. I was giggling. At even the interactions, the language used, brilliant. Yeah. The whole thing between Cavill and the prince,
yes,
the whole thing. I know it's something a bit more specific, and they bond over cricket, and it's just you feel this sort of like automatic trust between the guys, and it's like this is fucking great. I'm lapping this shit up. I really am.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, it's such a nice, funny, light heroes. The good guys wear white. The bad guys are in the black hats. It's kind of that sort of straightforward movie. And was it Carrie Elwes in it as well?
Yes,
brilliant. Thought he was great in it. And the guy playing Ian Fleming as well. That sort of very, very sort of nothing fazed him.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Even when his light got nicked, he's like, looks around at Carrie Elwes, just like, just.
Oh, I love that moment.
We needed to do a job. Just let him have it.
Yeah. That's it.
When you get a lengthy exchange of dialogue there, just in 2 glances.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's
Don't you
just
just...
every time. He's nicking my lighter.
Oh, fucking brilliant. Love it.
Just
Love it.
Nah, just don't.
Yeah,
just leave it.
Just ixnay on the lighter, nay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you a new lighter. Don't worry. Yeah. Cool. What about you, Elton? Then, I mean, as you say, you didn't love it as much as you thought you did, but I mean, was it too silly or what was it? Because
I really can't work it out. I love all the silliness. I think the silliness is brilliant. There's just there is definitely one moment where I found it a bit off. So okay, the silliness. I love is it Alan Richardson?
Richardson, yeah.
Walking around that boat just with a knife and bow and arrow, shooting a bow and arrow inside a boat. It's just bonkers.
Yeah.
And the way the arrows just go through everything.
Yeah.
So where the fuck did those arrows go? Oh, they're miles away over there. They kill everything stone dead immediately before it's hit the ground. They're already dead. It's wonderful.
Did you notice that wonderful little bit where he fires at close range? He fires an arrow into this fucking German soldier, and as he's not even sort of like the arrow's just about made its mark, and he's reaching for it and pulling it straight out of the soldier again.
Yeah.
It's just such a wonderful little fluid movement. It's great.
That whole scene, especially when he's got the knife and he stabs that guy up the side about 7 times, like calf, thigh, side, ribs, neck, head, everything. It's just, it's so rapid. It's quicker than a gun. It's brilliant. And that whole sequence, because he's got the bow and arrow and then he breaks his knife and then he looks on the side and he's got the axe and you just think, oh shit, now he's going to do some damage. He just goes to town on them guys. So I love all that silliness. I love the silliness of the opening act. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think the tone of it is just perfect.
You should shoot him. He
hates the Nazis.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
You're disgusting. I think all of that is just tone perfect. I think it's really, really good. There is one issue, Darren, you just mentioned it. That bit where they're walking around the harbour and just willy-nilly shooting people. Now, I think the willy-nilly shooting people in the camp where they go to rescue, I forget his name now.
Apple.
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. I think that works really well. You know, they walk into that room and that German's telling the joke and they're just stood there going, They turn around and they're like, hello. And they just proceed to gun them all down. Brilliant. Works for me. But when they're on the docks and they're walking around, it's a bit too easy just going 3 bullets into people, like because it's the same.
Yeah.
And there's no fluid action there. It's just casually walking around going that
like they're picking up rubbish. It's just
it's a bit monotonous for me. But that moment where you said the 3 soldiers, they stop, they salute, and then he says that thing.
Yeah. Hello, my little butterflies.
And you can all see them go, and that moment they already know they're dead. But then they kill them, which it's all fine up until that point, and then he laughs. And that felt out of character. Because murdering was fun. Whereas up to that point, it's all been part of surviving and getting through and everything. That, to me, was just a bit, I don't know if I like that.
Sort of like you want your heroes to be heroic as opposed to just psycho killers.
Well, I think it should have been if that's the mission, killing the people, then kill the people and carry on. It should have been, right, okay, we are progressing. We are just murdering people as we go along, but then starting to enjoy it. That felt weird. That felt, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that felt weird.
I will say, I mean, I can already hear either Darren or Jim firing up for a rebuttal, and I'll leave them to it in a second. But what I was going to say was, for me, I agree that finale kind of lacked any stakes. It just felt like there was no threat at all, as he was just kind of bundling around and just killing people off left, right, and center. And that's fine, you know. But I kind of, for all the fun and the craziness, I do like there to be some danger. I mean, literally, as soon as you drop Alan Richardson, who looks like literally someone's tried to stuff a Hulk inside of a duvet, and then just let him loose inside a ship or on a boat or anywhere, it's just like, you know, Lessie, yes, we're going to wait until nightfall. Oh, you just go down to the beach and just kill everyone then. Okay, fine. Try to have fun, chaps. Yeah. It's just like, you just think, okay, well, if there's no stakes, then what am I watching? Yeah, I'm just watching just an endless parade of just Nazis dying, which is fine if that's what you're after. But it was just a bit, that finale was a bit, okay. But just to counter that, what I will say, Elton, is that bit with the young boy on the tug. And he's so young, and then Henry Cavill just goes, go on, off you go. Just lets him just go.
But he was cowering away. He was hiding from them. He was clearly a young kid, scared shitless, did not want to get involved in any of this.
Yeah.
And so he let him go, and that's great. It's just the laugh. I don't know. It felt wrong.
It was just a step too far for you, was it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because it then becomes, we are murderers. They're not they're not murderers. They're there for a mission.
Yeah.
And that one moment you've changed that character.
Interesting. So Darren, you were about to say something in retort?
If it was anybody else apart from Nazis, then I might agree with you. But you know, these people have been fighting Nazis. They've seen the sort of shit they get up to. Really, I don't think they care that much about them. That's the thing. It's these are battle-hardened sort of individuals who've been there, and really, if you see people do what they do, those sort of individuals, then if you have enough of that, then I think that kind of makes you numb to whether they're, you know, any bad feeling towards killing them. That's it. Not that this is that deeper film, you know. It's God, not. No.
Well, no,
it really isn't that deep.
It's not. No. But
if you're going to apply sort of like, you know, you want to apply that sort of psychology to it, then I would say, that's the reason why they don't really have that much of a problem. It's like, you know, encountering that shit on the at the beginning, the thing about, you know, yes, the city's boat alight, and then it started crawling up his feet, and that's when he leapt over, and then he swam, and we cheered him on, and, you know, what he gave him as a reward? A bullet in the back of the head. Now, if you're up against individuals like that, you know, the first time you might have a problem, but
okay. But at that moment, when they put the bullet in the back of his head, I guarantee you they're laughing.
Yeah, they probably were laughing at them.
So the Nazis were laughing at the person they put a bullet in. And so that is kind of a mirror, which I don't like.
It's kind of a mirror.
Yeah, what Elton's basically saying is, if the bad guys are being actively malevolent and the way you portray that is them laughing at someone's misfortune or death, then then that puts them out as the bad guys. Whereas as soon as your heroes do that, they stop being heroes. They become anti-heroes. They become people who aren't fighting for a cause. They're just fighting for the fuck of it.
Maybe that's what they were doing. They don't obey the rules. That's why they put him in there anyway. Right? He is not exactly...
I mean, all right, not getting through. Kindly fuck off.
I mean, I'm obviously broken inside then. Because when he laughed, I found that funny. That was it. You know, what can I say? Cartoon violence. Yeah. That's it. I don't see this film as anything serious. And I don't really, this whole thing of them shooting and then laughing, I don't think much thought went into that apart from that would be a funny moment, wouldn't it?
I think I'm the only problem with it, definitely.
No, if you do, then that's fine. That's fair enough. That's, we all read into it what we read into it.
But I remember the first time I watched it and he laughed. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. And then even the second time, knew it was coming. It just felt wrong.
How do you feel about that, Jim?
I can understand where Elton's coming from because it didn't particularly bother me, but it did appear on my radar. I'm thinking, "Ooh, I was a bit laughing in their face." He's kind of, "Come on, could I have had a quip?" I believe a quip's traditional, lads. You know what I mean? Because we have, we had the whole Bond and everyone who's copied him. Again. You've thrown me onto some spiked railings. Yes, you're such a piercing bore. Kind of bullshit,
Yeah. Stick around.
But the laughter does feel a bit like unrefined for the characters.
Yeah, as soon as they always play by the rules and Eton and cricket and whatnot and what-oh.
Exactly, Queensby rules.
Queensby rules. But, okay, well, yeah. So did that completely derail it for you, Elton, or was it just a bit that you ended up pondering on more than the rest of it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just found myself pondering on it for no reason whatsoever. I think the middle bit with the train and the swap or the nicking of the suitcase as well. Yeah, it went on a little bit. That's a lot of cliche going on there.
The whole film is a cliche.
Oh yeah, I know, but
it is. Yeah,
that was a train full of cliche right there.
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've got my grumpy pants on for this one. I don't know.
dude, it's fine. It's fine. You feel what you feel. It's absolutely fine. I tell you what, then let's throw this open to all three of you, because I've watched this film twice. And in both times, I've asked the question, and I asked Carol, but I think she might have been slightly distracted elsewhere. But the lady, I can't remember her bloody name now in the film. Marjorie.
Marjorie, yeah.
Marjorie. Yes, Marjorie, who basically doesn't say one word jack to fucking Henry Cavill, apart from give him his marching orders at the very beginning. And he's deeply invested in Marjorie. And it's like, really? Okay. But Marjorie's job, can someone please explain to me why she had to seduce old Commandant Crinkly Face, Heinrich Löhr? Why
I'm guessing
did she have to do that?
I'm guessing as a distraction.
A distraction, as opposed to the huge party that was thrown in three
he
different
wouldn't
bars.
he wouldn't have gone to the huge party if it wasn't for her.
Right.
Because
right.
he had a great little scene I like is when she says, "Come on, here's your fancy dress," and he's kind of like, "No, I don't want to wear it."
Oh yeah.
And he's very much kind of like awkward, still like a retarded not retarded, but some like you see like 8 inside, and it's kind of fancy dress is stupid is for girls. And he's we're gonna have a proper grown up party, just you and me. And he's you go, shut up, put it on, you're coming.
I've been shot at. I've had scorpions in my boots. Put the fucking put the fucking suit on. Yeah.
Put the ball gag in your mouth now.
But because that was the same answer I got elsewhere, which is yes, it's to distract him. But why? Because by my measure, he's one bloke, and as we clearly see in the entire film, you could have an entire dock full of soldiers, and as long as the majority are in a barn, so my question stands. She turns up, she does this whole hoo-ha song and dance about shipping gold and all this kind of stuff, and it goes nowhere. That whole thing with him goes nowhere. She basically gets him in a barn. Mm-hmm. He figures out who she is. He drives her back to, his red room, death den, whatever the fuck you want to call it. His lair. And then instead of doing anything to her, he goes, shackle her up. And then 5 seconds later, she's in a car. And it's like, so what happened between the shackling, him running away to deal with the fight, which he doesn't deal anything, apart from go, stop that boat, otherwise Hitler will want answers from us. And it's like, okay. So what I'm trying to get around my head is, apart from him being in Inglourious Bastards, and that being an obvious reason for a kind of cameo thing, what was he in that film for? And what was her point of seducing him for? Because no one can give me an answer beyond, shut up, that's why. Over to you, 3.
I don't know. With her story, and I think, is it Heron as well? I think that's the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah.
Their story, the train bit, and then all the stuff on the island with all the machine guns, and she's our sharpest shooter, and she's there just handling guns and shooting stuff. Okay, great. Well, what are we going to do with that? And it just didn't feel like it went anywhere. That was my trouble with it.
Yeah, the thing with Heron felt like they wanted to do a nod to Casablanca and then didn't get round to finishing it.
I like the characters, though. I like them. It just felt a weak part. Watching this, I want to see Gus and Anders doing shit, and Apple as well doing stuff, and all that collection of people. I want to see that, and as soon as we go away from that, it's B plot territory. As far as I'm concerned.
So yeah, okay. So Jim, Darren, you got anything you want to throw in on that? Because, like I say,
their plot is like the espionage sort of flavour strand of the story.
Yeah,
that's how I sort of took it this second time. Because on the first time I thought their stuff was weaker for the same reason Elton does now. That I want to see the boys in action. I wish they would watch them kill Nazis for hours on end, quite probably, frankly. Steal as many classic vintage soundtracks as you like. Go for it. But the second time round, it was kind of when I'm seeing it more as this kind of like boys' own greatest hits of war films. All right, you've got some espionage stuff, and there's a touch of Casablanca. But as for her role, she needs to be there because she finds out that the ship's being reinforced. But she also finds out lots of other stuff, no doubt, because he'll talk to her in a way no way is he talking to the other guy for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's he's in the servant class literally at best, and I still won't talk to you.
No. I mean, yeah, I get it. It seemed quite underbaked, if I'm honest. Darren, you got anything you want to?
No, I'd agree with Jim. It's the info gathering, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have gone to that party if it hadn't been for her.
But then what? But that goes back to my other question: what difference would it have made? Because everyone else would still be at the party.
Well, the whole thing was thrown as a distraction anyway.
Yeah,
because it was created by what's his face?
Heron.
Heron. Yeah.
Yeah. But my point still stands that they would all be at the party. The rest of the island would be at that party, which we still ended up with.
Well, there were 3 parties, weren't there?
Well, 3 parties, yeah. But my point still stands. The Herr Luffer, or whatever his name is still only one guy, and one guy who wasn't particularly threatening once he was on the rampage. Literally, he's only as good as the guys who are sort of helping him out. And if they're all in a barn, what's the fucking...
He comes across as he would have an eye for detail, and maybe him being around, I don't know whether he would have been on a ship or around the dock or whatever, but maybe his eye would have caught something.
He's the kind of guy you want to know where he is when you're pulling this shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
His eye catching something, I mean, that does actually sit with him as a character anyway, because he noticed the line in the song, which alerts him to Marjorie's true sort of identity, as it were.
Yes.
Where she lets that slip, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think actually, you know what? Attention to detail.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I just felt like I was trying to sort of fill in the blanks of kind of a plot that wasn't written. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Well, it could be this and it could be that. Well, yeah, but what is it? I could make up 100 different reasons. Maybe she was there for Martian reasons. I don't know.
And he was dispatched far too easy as well.
Yeah, exactly. So really, what it all boiled down to was, ha 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 ha. By the way, she's got a gun in her fanny, and shot him. That's essentially the punchline right there.
Well, I don't know if it was in her fanny, but you know.
Well, where was it then? Because it felt like
she had a garter on.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there.
I think it was in her flesh pocket.
You think so?
because it had the same vibe. It had the same vibe as the pardon the phrase, as
say dangerous territory. Yeah.
Dangerous territory. As that episode of Doctor Who when
I've just got that. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Of when Captain Jack stark bollock naked being threatened by the Trini and Susanna robots, and then he pulls a gun out and they go, "Where did you have that?" And he goes, "You don't want to know," and he shoots them both. It had that same vibe because she starts hiking up a dress, and you think, oh, she's trying to tease him or something, and the next thing you know, she's got this tiny little derringer, and she blasts him, but the hand movements are kind of, shall we say, doing a Kingsman, getting a little too frisky on there, and it's just like it's implying a whole lot of stuff to me, or maybe that's why I need Proton VPN.
I think that's why you do need Proton VPN. Yes,
NordVPN, and this is also why I look like Norman Reedus. But yeah, it just seemed a bit like, okay, right, because there was nowhere else she was hiding hiding that gun on when she was wearing that Cleopatra dress.
If I got to be honest, I really didn't think about it that much. She was like, I knew she'd been given a gun, and it's like, well, that's going to come into play at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, fair enough. When it comes to this film, I mean, I'm going to ask you this directly, Dal.
Yeah,
you have often and recorded on this podcast various statements about taking an operation that the British were involved in, things they did, and then going, that's not right. That's not how it happened. Where's the fucking accuracy? You know, U-571 comes to mind, but I know that's because it's an American boat. But
yeah, that is the one that I had the biggest objection to, because it was the trying to make the Americans take credit for a British thing, right? So that's fair enough. But as we've learned with things like "We Will Rock You" and was it the Elton John film?
Yeah,
what is it? He's
Rocket
one, right? Rocket Man. Now, those two films do exactly the same thing, whereas they're not completely 100% truthful with the facts. The difference is Elton John's one wears that on its sleeve and says, this is pure fantasy. And We Will Rock You is trying to sell you a version of the truth that never happened. Whereas this is the Elton John movie for that, right? It wears its heart completely on its sleeve that this is bullshit, okay? This is, I mean, I would love to think that it happened like this, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe it didn't. So I've got no problem with it. It just goes balls out and just says, we're going to have some fun with this. This is a premise based on something we read. And anyway, how do you know how accurate that original report was in the first place?
I think it's safe to say that after seeing the photos at the end credits, that the Swedish guy was not a 6 foot wide wall of pure muscle with tiny little glasses who goes hello as he shoots,
some
basically
artistic
someone
license
through the head
on
with
that.
an arrow.
Yeah. So
artistic license, I'd say.
Yeah, artistic license. Like I say, this film wears its heart on its sleeve as to what it is. I think it's not pretending to be a super serious film about a thing that happened, but you know what? These bits are mostly boring, so we're going to throw in this, that, and the other, and make him have this sort of dilemma to face when it didn't actually have that dilemma to face. Yes, chin stroke, chin stroke, chin stroke. Yes.
And how are you feeling about the historical accuracy of this thing, Jim?
Well, after that opening scene on the boat, the film had pretty much set its stall out where it was historical accuracy-wise. It's kind of this might have been inspired by true events, but it's not a retelling of those events by any means.
No.
I think if you got to sum it up, it's World War II happened, blokes fired guns, Nazis were killed. There we go. That's the three facts. You've got, that's the historical basis for this film.
That's good enough for me.
That's your lot, basically.
That's your lot. That's all you need to know, right? This is it.
Are we getting into sort of Ridley Scott with Napoleon territory, where it goes, historians, they ruin everything. How do they know? They weren't even there. It's like, okay, Ridley, I think there's some books.
So that's the only factual basis for that film. World War II happened, Nazis died, people fired guns. There we go.
Okay.
Now, this film did in your book, Lee, a cardinal sin.
Yes, it did.
I'm just wondering how long into the film does that cardinal sin actually destroy you?
Oh, well, if you're talking about the showing a thing before a thing happens. Yeah. I mean, yes, it is one of my main cardinal sins. Do not show me the fucking whole movie before showing me the movie and then asking me to be invested in that movie.
It showed you a scene. didn't it? Quite a big, lengthy scene.
Yes.
Do you know what they could have done at the end of it? They could have just turned around and seen someone standing there and gone, "You," and then flipped back in time, because that would have been that way. Yeah, why not just go there? Just do it. Just
Do the whole hog.
Just get, exactly. If you're going to go there, you might as well do that. You.
I mean, as far as that kind of cardinal sin goes, I think there's probably, looking at it, I think there's probably a statute of limitations before it actually starts to annoy me. I mean, the thing was, it's they're on that boat. You see that scene happen, and then it cuts back to like 2 weeks earlier, and I went, "Ugh."
Are you going to tell us why we're here, Gus?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Back to Greenwich.
Yeah, exactly. Back to Greenwich, pretending to be somewhere completely different.
Yeah.
Here we are in Buckingham Palace. No, we're not.
Yeah.
That is clearly.
I
Greenwich
walked down there
Maritime
2
Museum.
weeks ago. I know where that is.
I go around there practically every other Sunday, for fuck's sake. It was just like, I know this thing back to front. Last week, Thor drove through it with a bunch of dark elves, for Christ's sake. Anyway, and then a week before that, it was a spooky thriller set in Poland. I mean, anyway, just fucking stop with the using the Maritime Museum.
Yeah, and then Harrison Ford waving across the road.
Oh, Harrison Ford
Seaman's
waving.
Holiday. Was it Seaman's Hospital?
Yeah, that's right.
Through Trafalgar Square.
Waving at his wife in Trafalgar Square as a car from Clerkenwell pulls up between the two of them. It's just like, for fuck's sake. So,
and then Robin Hood was walking along Hadrian's Wall, and then all of a sudden he was in Greenwich as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there was the yew tree gap. It was just on the hill right behind them.
How are you getting to Nottingham? You're going via Dover all the way across Hadrian's Wall and then all the way back down. Yeah, okay.
All from a 36B bus. It starts off in Dartford. Yes.
Well, fucking Bryan Adams serenades me for 3.5 minutes as I cross the entire country in a zigzag
45
fashion.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's still number one. It was.
Yeah. But there's definitely a statute of limitations on it, because the thing was that scene on the boat, you get back to that scene on the boat after about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind that too much. I will be honest with you, as soon as it happened that first time I saw it, and it went 4 weeks earlier, and it's just like, fuck off. If that is the end of the film, I am going to lose my shit. And I was literally on edge. And then it was like, oh, no, we're on the boat. And then he's like, oh, we got to go get Apple. We had some altercations on the way. And it's like, oh, okay. So that scene was utterly unnecessary to be at that point at the beginning, because you could have just put it 4 minutes further along. You would have been fine. So, yeah. Yeah. It was an interesting cold open, but the second time you watched it, it was like, there was no need for that. There was no need for that. You could have just put that 5 minutes further down and you would have been perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't fucking show me the end of the cocking film and then go, I bet you wonder how I got here. Carlito fucking being carted off as his corpse loses his life leaves his eyes, or fucking Kevin Spacey dying in a shower, and it's like, oh, here we go. I bet you wondering how I got here. Fuck off.
But the boat scene, I think that the whole scene would change if you knew that Henry Cavill was kind of in charge.
Yeah.
First time round watching that, because he doesn't seem like he is.
Well,
and
he does.
Well, you're not too sure. The first time round, you're not too sure.
Oh, well, apart from the fact it's Henry Cavill, and
okay, fine, yeah.
And apart from the fact that he's
the
not
first
saying
name
anything.
on the crib sheet, yes, okay.
Yeah.
But apart from that,
yeah. So let's just put it this way: if we had the same film but recast, and there on the boat is Henry Winkler, aka the Fonz, and sitting on the side of the boat, we had Clint Eastwood with his arms folded, just glaring at someone wandering past. Would you be thinking the Fonz was in charge or Clint Eastwood?
I understand what you mean, but you're not quite sure of the dynamic.
Really?
I don't think you are.
Okay.
First time you're not.
Because every time I've ever seen a film where one character is being threatened and the other character is completely silent all the way through that scene, you just know it's the Guami thing, isn't it? It's the
You're Homer Simpson, aren't you? And going, that guy over there, he hasn't done anything. I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do.
Exactly. It's the video game thing, isn't it? There's one character who's elaborately designed, glowing, floating in a corner over there. He hasn't done anything yet, but I know if I walk into this fucking arena, he's going to absolutely kick me all around the place.
Yeah.
How do you know? Well, there's some visual clues, like the fact that he's glowering at me from a distance. He hasn't said a fucking word yet.
I've picked up 100 health packs as well, and I don't know why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this room looks remarkably like a massive arena. It's that sort of thing.
If I trip the game by crossing this door plate here,
yeah, kaboom. Yeah,
Cynical.
Sorry?
That's all you are. Cynical.
I mean, he's literally on the poster. He's literally front center on the poster, about 6 foot high.
He's on the poster, yes.
He's the first person mentioned in the credits. And it goes Henry Cavill. It's like, oh, there you go. There he is. Yeah, I wonder if he could be the hero.
Fine.
Sorry.
No, fine. No, that's it. Fine.
Does anybody else want to bring up some stuff? Because I feel like we've been kicking the film a bit. Go on, Jim. Have at it.
For me, I mean, I don't worry about these things in the plot because, much like as I take my historical reading with the first opening scene on the boat. Likewise, for how much of an in-depth plot I'm going to get, the slide rules, it's going down. Put it that way after that opening scene.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's going to have a sliding scale of these things. It's kind of, okay, in this film, I'm expecting so much bullshit. We will not worry about the laws of physics or history and not expect any big twists or turns. But there will be things blowing up and people being stabbed. Enjoy.
Yeah. Fair enough. What about you, Dal? Anything else you want to throw in the mix?
No, I think Jim just summed it up just accurately there. Really, with this sort of film, it's I know that it's not going to be accurate. So I'm just going to have fun with it. That's it. And I did have fun with it. I thought the characters were brilliant. I really did. I just loved the exchanges between them.
Yeah.
Good stuff,
Yes, would you unplug me, old boy? The battery's still on. Car battery's still on. Yeah. What about you then, Elton? I mean, I know you were a bit down on it. Did you have fun with certain bits with it?
Absolutely. I think it's really hard not to have fun with this. The actual set pieces, I think, are brilliant. When that guy, is it Freddy, jumps on that anti-aircraft gun. On that raid, he's like, no, get down. It's like, everything just rips to shreds. It's brilliant. I think there are outstanding moments all the way through this. I'm with Guy Ritchie. I think this works really well because it's different. It feels a little different to everything else that he has done.
Yeah,
it has that tone. It has the wit as well, and the sharp dialogue that goes along with it. But but it feels different. It doesn't feel like Snatch. It doesn't feel like The Gentleman. It doesn't feel like all the other movies that we've covered that he does as well. So that's a good thing. It's slightly different than what you know where you are, and you know what you're going to get with him. But it was a different flavour this time, I thought, and I was happy about that.
I think for me, I think the problem I have with this film, when I do have problems, and I did enjoy the silly bits. I like the getting Apple out of the camp. I just think once you realise you're in indestructible James Bond territory, all stakes go out the window. So even if we could mention a dozen different films where we've had characters which are, funny and charming and interesting and stuff like this, but when they get into scrapes, you've got to have a little bit of vibe. You've got to be feeling like, oh fuck, this could all go wrong. But when the worst is, oh, Hazy's lying on the floor, he got shot, and it's like, you'll be all right, Hazy. Come on, up you get. We'll get you on your feet. Take him back to the boat. Yeah. Walk it off. Yeah, exactly. It's like once all the stakes are removed, while it's fun, it lacks, for me anyway, it lacks engagement. As soon as you start going, okay, I'm having fun, but I am in no way concerned for the well-being of any of these characters. I mean, there was one bit when Heron gets caught sticking the world's most obvious bomb in that fucking generator. And
the thing with bomb written on it, that one.
Yeah, it literally had bomb written on it. It had a big fucking clock, and it was like a piece of C4 the size of a fucking house brick. And it was bright fucking orange.
I'm surprised it was one of those black round ones, with the fuse on top.
Well, it was literally one Acme sign away from being a Wile E. Coyote cartoon bomb. I mean, it was really kind of cartoonish, but he puts it in. It's so bloody obvious. And then he makes a whole song and dance of trying to put it in a gap. And then 3 guys turn up. He shoots all 3, and they're not discovered. And once that happened, because I thought, oh, right, that's it. He's blown it, and he's now going to have to hide them or, spend... I thought the first time around it was going to be a case of like, oh, have you seen Fritz? Oh, yes. Well, he was just in here 5 minutes ago. The lazy son of a bitch must be somewhere else, sleeping it off, sort of thing. And constantly having to kind of keep them guys hidden. But the film just went, oh, yeah, he killed these 3 soldiers. They're never going to be seen again, but don't worry about it. It's a patrol. Pfft, whatever. And as soon as that bit got blown off, I was like, so none of it matters. None of it at all. Not a thing. I mean, I get the whole sort of attacking a base and getting Apple out and no signal going off. That's fair. I get it because, basically everyone's fucking dead. But when you've got a patrol going round a base, they've been missing for like 12 hours. And no one's raised the alarm. No one's gone. Yeah,
he really is lazy.
3 fucking guys. 3 fucking guys all disappear. And they're all on the same patrol route. And they all went in this cupboard. And then they never came out. And it's like, okay. And once it was almost like a bit like when you get a new phone and you pull the cling film off the screen, the protective film. Once you've done it, it's never going to be the same again. Your thumb's going to get prints on it. It's going to be slightly damaged, slightly flawed, whatever. And it was just like that. The film was ticking along, and it was a boy's own adventure, and it was all fun. But as soon as the film came to putting any stakes in the ground and making everyone go, ooh, well, things could go a bit wonky here. Heron might die, or, Marjorie might get tortured or something like that. The film went, nah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about that. It's done. He killed those 3 guys. They never get discovered. Or, Marjorie gets taken away to the deadly room and it's like, oh, fuck. And he goes, shackle her up. And then, you think, okay, she's in trouble. But no, Heimler Luritz, or whatever his name is, comes wandering out into the street and just shoots an Italian captain, shoots a Spanish captain, goes, we've got to stop the boat, and then decides to get her and put her in a car and drive her somewhere else. And it's like, oh, so she's not in any danger whatsoever. None at all. No. She's perfectly fine. And,
James Bond danger, isn't it?
Well, it's not even that, because, at least in James Bond, at least a couple of them, Felix Leiter gets lowered into a tank full of sharks, or, one of the ladies gets covered in gold paint and dies, or, people will die, and there is always, while Bond might not die, everyone else around him might die, and that it's the Superman thing. Superman can't die. The reason you make Superman interesting is by having everyone else in peril, and he has to look after them.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that kind of dinged this film for me all the way through. Once you knew that everyone was utterly indestructible, and it's like, well, that's okay. It's a comic. It's a comic book. It is Daka, Daka, Daka. I take that, Fritz. Stab him one more time for me, Jeffrey. It's suddenly it just evaporated. My concern for anyone evaporated, and that. So by the time they attacked the boat at the end, I was just sitting there watching a video game, and I was just like, okay, it's fun, it's interesting, it has a couple of bits that made me laugh, but I didn't care. I think that's probably the best way of putting it.
Yeah, I get that.
It's fun, and don't get me wrong. When I was watching it, I was enjoying it. But once I knew that they couldn't be hurt, they couldn't be damaged, there was nothing that was going to happen to them at all. It was just like, okay, fine, that's it. There is no danger, there is no stakes. And then once that happens, you start to question all sorts of things. Like, for example, why did the men take the boat to get to the island when we've just seen Heron and Marjorie take a train?
That would have raised suspicions.
Yeah, that would have raised suspicions.
So there's only one train, is there?
No, but it's a bunch of blokes coming into the actual area. It's just, they probably would have been picked out and discovered, which is why they came in stealth-wise, because, they had a fuckload of explosives to bring in.
Yeah. And
couldn't fit in the hand luggage for the train, that's for sure. You'd never get that on the overhead rack, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And
don't fling it up there.
And let's be honest, Henry Cavill's kleptomania would have probably got him in trouble by the time he got to the drink cart. But there's silly things like that once the seal's broken, once the protective film's removed, you go, oh, okay, well, I'm going to question everything then, because I've got to find something to be concerned about. Do you know what I mean? I didn't feel concerned about anything. I didn't at any point think that they were going to get attacked by a U-boat, even though apparently they were sailing through U-boat infested waters.
Yep.
Nothing like that. We get told there's danger, and we never once see it. Never, not once. Oh, we're going to go in broad daylight and take out old Apple and get him in there. How many people do you reckon's in there? That's about 60. Okay, well, that's 25. It's 15 apiece. Go and have fun, everyone. Don't be too greedy. And see you on the other side. And try to enjoy yourself. Bang! The entire place blows up. The end. Move away. Anyway, on the boat, it's just like, right, fine. I'm watching a Judge Dredd movie. There is no way on earth anyone's going to have any trouble with anything that we're about to see from here on in. So, yeah. And that's fine. That's fine. That's what the film is. But yeah, I don't always gel with those kind of films if it doesn't go far enough, if it doesn't go crazy enough, and sits in that kind of halfway house. If it doesn't go Inglourious Bastards, where okay, we're going to put Hitler in a cinema and burn it to the ground. Let's go absolutely gonzo with it. If you're not going to do that, then okay, you're going, comic book with it. Well, that's fine, but don't expect me to suddenly go, oh, I wonder if they're going to get away. Oh no, because I just kind of go, all right, fine.
Never wondered that at all. If I've got to be honest, I just thought, oh, this is cool. They're killing Nazi people.
Yes. And I guess in this day and age, that's all we need and all we can ask for, isn't it?
Indeed, it is. Yes.
I was going to say, hands up who doesn't want to see Nazis being kicked in the bollocks. Yeah, exactly. So, right. Well, anyone got any last thoughts? Because I think we're running towards midnight, so we better wrap it up.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Dal?
No, I'm done. I'm good.
Cool. Jim?
I'm good.
Is the codeine working its magic on you, sir?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Well, don't worry. Have a step upper lip. Just walk it off and we'll all be fine. Yes. Okay. Right. Well, if anybody else has any thoughts, if anybody else wants to leave us a little message on the old telegraph, then send us something by carrier pigeon, Morse code, or any other method of communication on the silent channels through to feedback@blackdogpodcast.com or on the Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/the Black Dog Podcast. And we look forward to your messages. Right. So we will leave that there. Elton.
Yo.
I believe for the good of for all of humanity, you have been trying to find a film to watch before I go and take a default sort of suggestion.
I have a film. Don't worry. Put your one down. Everyone put their guns down. I have something.
You have something?
Yes.
And would you like to tell us what it is?
Yes, I will. Now, we are heading to Amazon Prime. That is Amazon Prime.
Okay.
For this movie. I'm not too sure how long it's been on there. I have been looking for this movie for a little while. It's been on my list for quite some time. And it's saying that it's got 22 days left to go. So
it's not over the top again, is it?
Don't guess what it is.
Okay. Okay, I won't. I won't.
Don't guess.
Okay, I'm not.
So we're heading to Amazon Prime. And this is a movie. Another movie I'd say I have a massive problem with. And I want to see if watching it will smooth out those wrinkles or cause more problems. Basically, it's a let's try and get Elton well session.
Okay,
and it's
a healing session.
Yeah, it's a movie I think you all like.
Oh, okay.
That movie is
the
Lego Movie.
Oh,
oh,
right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Right.
Do you know what? I don't care. We're doing the Lego Movie. That's it.
Okay. Have we all seen the Lego Movie?
I have indeed.
Yes.
Are we all thinking that everything is awesome, Darren?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you loved it.
I do really like the film, and there's lots to like about it.
Okay. Jim, have you seen this before?
I have.
Are you looking forward to it?
I'll be interested to go back to it.
Okay.
I'm getting the distinct feeling that everyone's got the same problem I have with this movie. But never mind.
Okay. I'm going to put this up front right now. I've never got on with this movie. Ever.
Oh, this is going to be a fun episode next week then.
I will say I really enjoyed the Lego Batman movie, but this movie just
Do you want to pull the reserve parachute?
No. I don't think you want the reserve parachute.
Okay.
It's quite the opposite. I mean, to me, this movie is a headache of a movie, and I'll be interested to watch it again with a bit of distance away from the bloody everything is awesome, because it was always a movie to me. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong this time, but it's a movie that was made for memes.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that when I watched it the first time. I felt it when I watched it the second time because the kids wanted to watch it again. And it's a movie about, look at this bit, isn't it funny? Look at this bit, isn't it funny? And it has some bits that are funny. I just felt like all it was doing was kind of, lol, look at this bit. This bit will make a great GIF.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is exactly how I felt with it.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm not looking forward to watching it. But we'll watch it, we will. And we'll see what we think of it.
Cool.
With a bit of distance, because I don't think I've seen this since it first came back onto streaming, which was fucking God knows when.
It's an old movie. It's over 10 years old. 2014.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, won't we? Let's just see how it plays out. Let's see what everyone thinks.
Cool.
So for the remaining month, it is on Amazon Prime, and if you wish to send in any feedback for it, you know all the channels. It's all right there, and we'll leave it there. So let's go over to Pimp's Corner, Jim. Assuming that the codeine hasn't sent you off on a wave of memory bliss, what's happening on hypnagoria.com?
I've just released the concluding third and final part of my history of the Great Ice Lolly Wars.
Mm-hmm. Very good AR too.
Yeah, we've gone down very well. I'm very impressed. Something so niche and mental. And on my reading show, I've released a 2-part story by me.
Yes.
And there might be in the commentary club, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. One step at a time.
Side effects permitting.
Yes. You could probably do one for the Lego movie. And see how the codeine combo works with psychedelic Lego pieces.
That will be interesting.
It's gonna be like being in the Stargate in 2001.
Possibly.
So cool. Okay, and that's all over at hypnagoria.com.
It is indeed.
Brilliant. And Elton, when you're not dazzling us with Danish plastic pieces, what are you? What's going on with Rogue 2?
Just cars going around in circles very fast in Grand Prix podcasts at the moment.
Lovely. Cool. Okay, Darren.
Nothing from me as usual.
Congratulations. That's the 5th year in a row.
It is.
Congratulations.
Huzzah!
Right, okay, and there's nothing from me else. Otherwise, it's just putting up drawings occasionally on Facebook and occasionally on, Blue Sky. Presuming if I do anything that even remotely has a boob, you're able to see it. So apologies if I have any picture of a female form of any kind, because you're clearly on a list. Unless, of course, you look like, What's his face from fucking Death Stranding?
Norman.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. I nearly said
Wisdom.
I nearly said
No
Reece
wisdom,
Darby.
no.
Anyway, right, we'll leave it there. Well, thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Elton.
No problem.
And thank you all for listening. And we will see you all next week to go Everything is the Same for the 400,000th time over and over again, because that's the funny bit. Yes, when we do the Lego movie. Until then, take care. Tatty bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. It's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
I only came for a kebab.